done. And that is it from the news at 1 for today. Goodbye from the team here on BBC One. We will join our newsrooms wherever you are. Have a good afternoon. Bye-bye.
Thank you, and welcome to the programme. Here are the main stories from this region this lunchtime. Almost a week since the Prime Minister said she'd try and save Doncaster Sheffield Airport, the local mayor says he's heard nothing from the government. And the campaign for a memorial honouring Caribbean servicemen and women based at RAF Hunmanby during World War II. Hello and thanks for joining us. It's almost a week since the Prime Minister said she would do what she could to save Doncaster Sheffield Airport. But the South Yorkshire Mayor has said he hasn't heard a thing from the government. The airport is due to start winding down at the end of this month, with 800 people facing job losses. Well, in an interview yesterday, the Transport Secretary said it's an issue that the local authority needs to solve. But in an online rally last night, local politicians and union leaders were urging the Transport Secretary to use her powers to prevent the airport's closure.
I'm in my car, I'm afraid, because I'm down in Birmingham at the moment. I've spent the last couple of days trying to track down ministers from the government at Tory party conference to try and talk to them about the airport. I haven't seen any evidence that the government are prepared to put their money where their mouth is. Nobody forced Liz Truss to say, I want to get involved and save Doncaster Sheffield Airport. Nobody made her say that. She said it herself at the dispatch box. She said it on an interview on television, and she said it recently again. That was her choice. She said it, and I haven't seen any evidence of that. She's got my number. They know how to get hold of me, and they've not been in touch. And on that evidence, I can't see that they are interested in helping us. I hope I'm wrong. I will keep on trying to prove myself wrong, but I keep, banging down their door. But I haven't seen any evidence yet that they are interested.
Doncaster Sheffield Airport is not just a commercial airport, it's a national strategic asset for emergency, military and intelligence use, and it is strategically placed in the UK. Government does need to step in and work with the local authority and with local businesses to prevent the airport closing.
Well, in other news, rail strikes are affecting journeys across our area today. Ongoing pay disputes involving the train drivers' union ASLEF mean many routes are cancelled. The advice from National Rail is to check before you travel and try to make alternative arrangements. This Saturday, the RMT union, which represents workers including guards and signalling staff, will hold another strike. This evening, a consultation session is going to be held over the plans to shut a primary school in Yeadon in Leeds. A protest march was held last night in a bid to keep Queensway Primary open. The council wants to close the school due to low intake, but there's another 3 weeks for people to have their say.
They've got great friendship circles that they've gained from there. My son has made tremendous friendships there. He used to be extremely shy, but he's not nowhere near as shy as he used to be, and that's all been down to the staff that have helped support him there.
Now, Britain's Paralympic gold medalist Kadina Cox says living with hidden disabilities can feel like fighting a losing battle. She says people have accused her of faking her disability. Well, new research by Bupa and equality charity Scope suggests that 83% of people with less visible conditions experience negative attitudes when accessing public spaces. Kadina Cox has multiple sclerosis, which affects the brain and nerves. Now, one of the last surviving servicemen from the Caribbean, who was based at RAF Hunmanby during World War II, is now backing a new campaign. He wants to see a memorial to their contribution. Thousands of men and women from the West Indies trained at the base near Filey. Many returned after the war to settle in Britain. Well, Filey Town Council say they won't allow a memorial plaque in the town's memorial gardens, as it's only to remember people from Filey. Abby Jaola reports.
That's the first picture of me and Dennis. That was after about 6 months.
Alfred Gardner was one of the first of thousands of volunteers from the West Indies who served for Britain in the Second World War and were based at Hunmanby in North Yorkshire. he was warmly welcomed by the locals.
A lot of people that never have seen a black man. They've seen him on camera and films, but a lot of people that never met any black people at all, never. See? So it was very daunting to some people, but then, I mean, you know, they got to know you, and you haven't come to eat anybody. So it's quite all right.
Across the smooth runway roll the Bostons, while their motors seem to roar...
He travelled from Jamaica, inspired by his father who served in the First World War. Alford trained as a mechanic.
The younger people coming up don't realise the contribution that we made. When we came, I mean, things were in England were in a very difficult position. Things were very low. And we came and we did what we helped as much as we could.
But there's nothing to recognise that contribution in the War Memorial Gardens in Filey. There's a campaign led by Leeds barrister Glenn Parsons, whose uncles also served at Hunmanby, to have one created. Initially, Filey Town Council rejected a request for this memorial, saying it wouldn't be inclusive.
Well, I feel somewhat sidelined. I feel that it's somewhat disrespectful to the memories of the families and the people who came here as volunteers, and that's what I like to stress. They didn't have to come, but they came in 1940 when this country was very much in its hour of need, and yet their contribution goes unrecognised, and I just don't think that's fair.
After a year of talks, the council now say the garden is only to commemorate people from Filey who gave their life in conflict, so a Caribbean-specific tribute wouldn't be appropriate. Those who served simply want their story told for future generations. Abby Jaola, BBC Look North, Leeds.
Right, too soon to talk about Christmas? Bear with me. Leeds City Council have confirmed that an ice rink is going to return to Millennium Square for the Christmas season. Tickets for that are going to be going on sale later this month, but the council says the German Christmas market is not going to be taking place this year. And finally, a woman from South Yorkshire has gone viral on TikTok with this video. Take a look. Here is Izzy Carpenter. And just watch this. She hits the very centre of that target. Not twice, but wait for it, 3 times in quick succession. And it's had 5 million views. Could you do that?
Absolutely not, no. I couldn't do it once, never mind 3 times. It's been a blustery old morning. We've had gusts in excess of 40 miles an hour. I think we've had the peak winds. They will tend to ease down a little, but it is going to remain blustery for this afternoon and for the next few days, with the rain tending to turn showery as we make our way through the next few hours. But we'll keep the breeze through Thursday and Friday. Thursday, a few showers in the west, but generally fine. Friday, another band of rain, and then a ridge of high pressure builds in for a settled first half of the weekend. Saturday looks fine and dry with some sunshine. Sunshine has been in very short supply this morning, lots of cloud, and you can see on the radar outbreaks of rain. That rain will tend to turn a little bit more showery as it moves southeastwards through the course of the afternoon, and later on in the afternoon we're hopeful we should see some brighter skies developing. Still breezy out there, and it has been mild this morning, but temperatures will drop off a little this afternoon, getting up to around 13 or 14 degrees. So through this evening there'll still be some of those showers around, but we will see them fade away overnight. It'll be dry with long clear spells, still a brisk breeze, but it will be a cooler night compared with last night. Temperatures dropping back to around 7 to 9 degrees. So tomorrow a fine start to the day with some sunshine. The best of any sunshine will be through the morning. Cloud will build. It'll increase into the afternoon, a little bit of patchy rain in places. It'll be another breezy day, and it will once again be mild. Temperatures reaching around 18, if not 19 degrees. Looking further ahead into Friday, it looks like there'll be a band of rain through the morning. A ridge of high pressure means settled conditions as we head through Saturday, and then some rain around for Sunday. Anna.
Bet you wish you'd stayed on holiday.
Absolutely.
Amy and Keely are going to be back later with your 6:30 programme. Have a very good day, whatever you're doing. Bye-bye.